GoFundMe, Wallace plea deal news, and more. Thursday and Friday brought no real news to the GoFundMe market, as our own ongoing expenses campaign won the day with a $10 donation on Thursday, but failed to do so on Friday, as is custom by our mysterious benefactor, as the paper was dark for most of the day. The news itself for the market was usually bleak, as no one did anything yet again to spark any donations, and even those in apparent need, Jose de Castro, Floyd, Wallace, etc., could not be bothered to attempt to raise money for the campaigns. Wallace's special case, as his own fund seems to be at the heart of some controversy in his community. He raised funds for overseas trips that he apparently never took, as he focused on South American countries since the fall of 2023 and never made it to Asia as promised. Wallace has admitted that the money from various campaigns has gone elsewhere and issued partial refunds to those who funded trips he never took. However, in not keeping his word, he otherwise alienated his donors, resulting in the lack of backers he complains about in more modern live streams. Wallace made some news over the past week as his attorney apparently negotiated the plea deal he has been bragging about for some time now, as there's a new listing on his file for plea and sentencing in Oklahoma scheduled for October 1st, 2024. Wallace was arrested in Oklahoma last year after acting strangely in a police parking lot at the Cleveland County Jail. He refused to comply with orders from police and was arrested and released on bond later in the evening. This was Wallace's last known audit while working in conjunction with Jose Chile de Castro, as Wallace chose to leave the country after the arrest to focus on sex tourism. It is unclear if the pending plea deal will prevent Wallace from leaving the country later this month for his planned trip to Colombia. The YouTuber hasn't live-streamed or put out content since the plea deal, but is not listed as a current inmate in the Cleveland County Detention Center, where he would have been housed if his bond was revoked. We'll update this story with more news as he either goes live or the courtside updates. On that note, if you'd like to answer our plea for either wet cat food or actual people food, and to force me to keep writing this column each day, we do have a GoFundMe of our own. All proceeds go to keep the lights on, eating, and writing new stories to feature here and on ReallyCoolSite.org.